Hello everyone, welcome to Sterlingshire Homestead. It is well drilling day. We've got a company out here that is putting up the rig and they're drilling the well probably about 12 feet from the house. That's pretty close to where that blue flag is. Pretty impressive. Look at that. Wow. I'll come back to you when they start drilling here. And the best part is we got a great view from the window right here, from inside the house. They're just doing their thing. The truck is quite loud, but it is nice. So the hope here is that these guys will have this in today and they'll have a temporary pump on it. It's kind of exciting that they're going right next to the house like this. Got the drill auger on there. You can see that. He's putting it on. Talked to the guy yesterday. He said he's been a drill operator or a well driller for 3 years and he's loved it, which is cool. And these guys both said we were okay filming them today, which is also really cool. That boom extends probably 25-30 feet up in the air. It's quite a ways. So while they're doing that, they're still getting ready. I'm in the process of framing out and putting wire in the wall here. This is for our kitchen island. It'll be a one-sided island here, and this side is going to have eventually a bar top. So we put this wall in, we'll put some boxes in this. I drilled a hole out down there for electrical to come into this wall because that's a requirement. That's what I'm going to be getting done today, running those wires out and getting them probably up through the top of this stuff. It's looking like we got a pathway, and we'll try and get it over to here. So that is the plan for today. We're gonna get that done, and then the rest of the day we kind of just watch well drillers and let them do their thing. Not a whole lot of wire to run otherwise. Quite a few things that we're gonna have the electrician finish up on Wednesday here, but Tuesday is well drilling day. So these guys are gonna go to town, and I'm gonna ask them before they start to let me know so I can at least get you guys the starting bit, hopefully. So we'll see you in a bit. They got their well casing there. Drill comes out in front. And away they go. Pretty thick well pipe, 6 inches. Making sure we're level before we start. I like it. The other crazy part is they're gonna be ejecting water right out like into here. clay bentonite, from what I understand. Bentonite clay, I should say. Exciting. hydraulic issue. I'll come back to you. There they go. Driving the first bit of casing into the ground. One hammer at a time. That is one hell of a pipe. Very cool. Halfway through a pipe, about down 10 feet. Unbelievable. This is insane. It's like when a flag clip hits a flagpole. And there they go, they're going down, ramping her up, winding her up. I like that he made sure I was safe first too. All right, here goes. Oh yeah. You can see debris coming out of that pipe there. Little chunks of rock. I'm happy I'm back here far enough. This deck is a great place to view this. It's kind of a fun day. See, there you go. Dripping from the pipe. That's where they're gonna land it. Love it. I'll be excited when they hit water. Going through all the rock right now. So I was talking to the well driller on this before he went. He was saying that he likes to, once he hits water, go down another 30 to 40 feet. That way, if there's a drought like there has been where we live right now, the well doesn't dry up because the water table goes down a little bit. So I'm hoping that after he gets everything in, that he does in fact go down another 30, 40 feet for the water table. That way if something happens, that we've got water for a while. Nice. Yeah, you can see this is a depositing situation. There'll be a little pile of clay right down in here when we're all done, which is honestly good. We could use that to seal some things. Plants really don't grow too well in sand, as you can see, but they grow really well in sandy clay. So I'm hoping that that clay they put there will be something that plants can grow. That's pretty cool. It's like a 3D bentonite clay printing machine because it's going to leave a little mound right there. You can see it starting already. I love it. I'm also hoping they don't come into too many big rocks. Where they're drilling, I know for certain that they've got mostly sand up until about here. And then underneath all of this stuff down in here, they're gonna hit a lot of big rock. I'm hoping they hit a lot less rock because we filled that in with some nice sand. If we get down far enough, I'm hoping that rock layer goes away. Yeah, these guys got here this morning and incredibly friendly, nice crew to work with, and now they're getting the work done. It's really nice to see. So probably not a lot's gonna happen until they change this next piece of pipe out for another one. So I will come back to you guys when they change pipes here. They're gonna get one ready and probably put one in very soon. But until then, it's really just drilling and watching this for a while. So I'll come back to you in a bit. So I went down there and talked to the guys, and they were telling me how the rock here so far hasn't been too bad compared to what they thought it was gonna be, which is good. Not that that matters, but they were also telling me that sorry, I put my car alarm's on now. They were also telling me that that white stuff surrounding the well right in here is a well sealer in the event that something were to happen, like hydraulic oil would leak or something else, that particular stuff, that's casing seal, stops those things from getting into the well and contaminating the water down there, which is good. They also told me that each one of these sections of pipe is 20 feet, so we're about 18 feet in right now and there's nothing for water. Does not surprise me. My bet, if I were a betting man, you can mark this timestamp, I would say probably about 45 feet you'll hit something, knowing where the water is down the road. So I'll come back to you here when they change pipe. But so far it's going good. They were here at 9, it's 9:15. Took an hour to drill 20 feet because of all the rock. So I'll come back to you in a bit. Welcome back. They got the first piece of pipe in. They're taking the next piece and connecting everything up. So that rig is going all the way up. Out comes the drill, or very shortly out will come the drill. And they'll put a new piece on. Unless they found water already at 18 feet. I'd be kind of flabbergasted at that. Interesting. Putting her down for something else. Getting out a different kind of drill. Interesting. So let's find out. What are they gonna do? It's kind of like a miniature oil rig, but not, because it's water. You know what I mean? Because they gotta put each pipe on, and after they put the pipe on, they gotta make sure it's sealed and locked in tight, and very interesting, that's for sure. There she goes, broke free. So now they'll pull that one off. And they're gonna put a new one on, it looks like. Because that one was not strong enough. Or the drill bit is not good enough. Interesting. So they're putting in a different kind of drill. Something else must be down there. So they take that one out. They're gonna put this one in. And we'll see how she goes. They were having one heck of a time driving this last few feet of pipe, and it was not going in easy, so. I wonder what exactly they'll be putting in now. So they took their one pipe out. Detached her from the top. And now they're putting the new drill bit in. Probably a rock drill bit, because that's probably what they hit. I'll come back to you when the drill bit's in and they got another piece of pipe up. I see what they're doing. They got a water hammer because the pounder is not strong enough. Unreal. That's what that is. It's literally a water hammer. Water hammering apparatus with bentonite clay. That's insane. Standard drill wasn't doing it. That's cool. All right, now I'll come back when they put the actual drilling bits on. So it looks like they're doing a hammering drill bit now because the one that they've got is not going through the rock. All right, we'll be back. All right, now we're drilling again. Drilling with that new kind of rock cutter because the first one wasn't doing what it was supposed to. Oh, do you hear that? They're doing it, the jackhammer. I can feel it sitting on the deck here. It's kind of cool. It's a gas-powered. Oh yeah, you can smell it. It's gas-powered. Jeez. There we go. They got through something. Did you see that? Interesting. Cool. Much better. Yeah, now they're actually drilling something. That's good. Well, I like this. They're actually making progress again. Love it. So now you've seen the hammer drill too. They're gonna keep doing this piece, and then once this pipe goes, we'll watch. All right, Maddie joined me. I told her it was exciting, so she came over. So they're through their first piece of pipe, 20 feet long. Now they're going to their second piece of pipe, and I just asked him, he has not for sure hit water yet. So we're about 18 feet down because a couple of feet of it's sticking out yet. But he said normally when you get water, you'll hear a big gush, and you'll see a bunch of water come out of the pipe on the top where that drain hose is. You can also see pretty clear right now that deposition mound right here from that bentonite clay and then all the stuff they're taking out of the well. So in 18 feet, they probably put 4 or 5 bags of dirt sitting there that all came out of the well. So we're getting there. 20 feet, 18-ish feet in, we're gonna do another 20 here. He said it was slow going because they had to go through a huge rock. That's what that big air hammer hose drill bit was earlier. So cool so far. And it's super nice to see what's happening here. Very interesting to see. All right, I'll come back when they start getting more in here. Something else really quick. This guy is actually going to weld up. He must be an experienced welder. He's going to weld up the joint on the casing. So you see how he's got that clamp on there. He is going to take the welder. Yeah, he's legitimately got it all out, and he's going to weld that. So I'll try to film it, but I can't really look at it either. So when he starts this, I have to look away. Yep, there he goes, welding her up. Nice. So I'm looking at it through the camera, so I'm safe. Maddie shouldn't be looking at it at all.
I can't see it. I can just see the top of his head.
Yes, but on the off chance he moves, you don't want to lose your eyesight. We're good. I don't know about that. But he's welding up that seam, so there's no leakage. That's awesome. I hope he does a really awesome job on it. And it's kind of exciting that they legitimately have a welder that hooks all those pipes in together. Pretty cool, actually. And now that he's got that semi-welded, he takes off the brace, and I'm sure he'll finish up that weld all the way around. Very cool. Yep. So he's gonna finish welding that, and I'm sure they're gonna go for their next bit of pipe. So we'll come back to you in a bit. And we're back. So we're down 40 feet now, 2 sections of pipe. From what we can tell, still no water. And now they put the next section on for another 20 feet. So 60 feet at this point. I'll come back to you when we get a little further. Well, I just took some time. I talked with the well driller head guy here, or at least the guy operating the rig, and he said, boy, it's slow going. Normally he would do a 100-foot well in about 4 hours, but because he's going through so much rock, he said, they've barely gone 45 feet, 50 feet in the same amount of time. So he's going through tons of rock, and it shows because you can see in the gravel pile here, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, you can see all those little white chunks of quartz and other things that are in there. So clearly lots of rock they're going through. This is the 3rd section of pipe still. They got out here at 9, it's currently 2 o'clock. So 5 hours, they're not even at 60 feet yet. So I'm hoping they can keep going and punch through and get to the aquifer, and we're good to go. It'd be great if they got it done on this pipe. We'll see how that goes. So not quite at 60 feet. I'd say they're probably, like I said, about 48 to 50 right now, feet-wise. Lots and lots of drilling. So we'll come back to you when they're a little further. Hopefully we'll get water soon. My estimate was about 45 feet, and they're past that now, so who knows, could be way down yet. Well, at this point they're down almost 60 feet, still nothing. Hoping that we get there soon.
There's a lot of quartz in there.
A lot of quartz in the strata field here, you can see. That's probably better if I go like that. You can see all that white, like shale stuff. Don't know if that's bedrock or quartz, or it could be anything. I'm really hoping that we're good to go. Well, maybe I have to go to the other door and see. Let's take a look. What are they doing out here? Don't know where they went. Don't know where they are right now. Well, hopefully they come back soon. We'll find out. All right, well, here's the verdict. We're down 58 feet to grade right now. So they still haven't hit water, but the wells that are our neighbors, they've got all the data, say around 75 feet they should hit something. It's getting late today, pushing 5 o'clock now. And because it's been taking them so long to get the pipe in, it's been about 3.5, 4 hours of pipe to go 20 feet each. So rather than taking 3 hours on a pipe, they are going to call it a day, leave the red rig out here, take their truck back to the shop, and then come back tomorrow and finish this out in the morning. So that's what we got going right now. Some of that rock in there definitely looks like quartz. We definitely have granite. This is kind of what we're looking at here. I grabbed some from the pile. This is a chunk of quartz here, you can tell. We've got like I think that's either slate or blue rock. Definitely granite. You see that's just a straight granite chunk. But lots of different minerals and things in this that they're pulling out and having to cut through. So I told them, just don't worry about it. We'll take care of it next time. So like I said, they'll be back tomorrow. So 60 feet down, still not quite at her. We were hoping for 40, and the well driller was surprised we didn't hit something by now, but he said we should be hitting something within the next pipe, which is good. So if we're 80 feet down, and he's got to punch one more in there, 100 feet is just about right for out here. So here's hoping. We'll see him tomorrow. A lot of good work done today. All right, well, they're back, and they're on their 4th section of pipe, so we're down at least 70 feet now. He said they are just starting to hit water now, at around 70 feet. So they're gonna punch past, and then after they punch past it, they've got to go down at least another 30 feet so the well doesn't dry up in the future. So he's thinking the actual well depth is going to be closer to about 115, 120. Is what it is. You need water. So that's what they got going. I'll let you know if anything else interesting happens. And there they go. We are down 80 feet. They're going for another one. Pipe is all set up there. So that's a good deal. I think they did hit water already. I'm not 100% sure. I think they're just going down to make sure the well depth is correct now. We'll come back to you. Well, still on pipe 4. They're starting to get muddy water now, they said. And we're 70-ish feet down, right? Pretty cool. I'll come back to you when we get more. So I lied. I just asked the crew. We're on pipe 5 now. This isn't pipe 4. We're down about 90 feet. All right then, 90 feet down, we're getting something. That's good. We'll come back to you. And there you go, 98 feet down. Unhook, go up, get another pipe, just like that. A little bit of grease on the inside. Nice. And then they load the next one. So we're down 100 now. Going probably one more. And then this is that process of hooking that pipe in. They got a guy on the ground driving it up. They get her close. They lock her into the bottom by dropping it back down. and then they turn it. You got to be really accurate with though, because if you're not quite there, that whole steel 6-inch pipe falls down. So these guys have been very careful with that the few times that I've seen them do it. And once that pipe is in, they lock it in down below. And once it's locked in down below, they turn it so it's tight. Just like that. And once she's locked in, they tighten her down more, and then they got her. Now they're good to go for another 20 feet. Awesome. And we're back. We're at about 115 feet right now. So there is water, but it's all mixed with silt, and it's not coming out of the silt very easy. So we're definitely in the aquifer. It's just a question of how deep we need to go to get a flow rate that's actually worth getting. So I'm hoping we'll get a flow rate that's halfway decent in a little bit. I'd rather not go down the full 160 feet of pipe they got here, because that'll be expensive at 56 bucks a foot. But it is nice that we know we're in at least muddy water right now. We'll watch the last little bit of this. Maybe I'll speed it up for you. Or not. Who knows? Something else I see that they've got ready, they've got their test pump sitting right there and a hose that goes way out there so they can put it down in the well and get us some water right away. Going in way easier now that they're not in rock, they're in gravelly sand, gravelly clay. Pretty crazy. Yeah, look at that. It's dropping out muddy gravel, just like that. So it's filled with water, but the problem is that that muddy gravel that you see right there, that is really hard to get water out of. But we're definitely in the water layer. Very interesting. Yeah, you can see as it's dropping in there, and it's dropping into this pile, how wet that is. At this point, he's not adding any water, he's just drilling. Yeah, that is very, very wet, gravelly sand. Lots of clay and silt in it though, so it's not going to give us very good water rates. So there you go. They're gonna pop that off. They're gonna put another one on there. So we're down 118 feet. We're gonna put another one on, probably be down 140 here. It is what it is. We were quoted for 100 feet at about $10,000, so it's gonna be about a $15,000 well. Is what it is, right? real deep now. He saw how fast, he didn't see how fast, but this top part went down really quick. He's going up and down with it now. Let me back out. He's going up and down with that now to clear out some of that well portion. We'll see where we're at. Now it's blowing it up. Yeah, it's a silty gravel. That's what we got going on. So when you get down 120 feet, that's what it looks like. Wet silt gravel. Lots of silt though. Ooh. Interesting. With water. Wow. Yeah, you can see that mud flopping down there. Don't know. Waiting on more to come out. Well, I'll come back to you if anything interesting happens. Well, Looks like we're welding another one on. Doesn't surprise me. So 120 feet, we're gonna be looking at 140 now. Is what it is, right? Ooh, and she's sprinkling now. There she blows. Literally just hit about 5 seconds ago. Looks like a pretty good flow rate to me. Nice. All right, I'll come back to you.
Whoa. So they just plasma cut the top of this pipe off. We're getting ready to pull it off now. 5 a bit, yeah, all the time. I don't know if that means well or not. They started drilling and now there's water. River.
And here we are. They got the test pump on it and it's shooting that far, probably about 15-20 feet. So I'm taking the opportunity. We've got to run 6 hours worth of water out of this because they tested it with chlorine, and so to get the chlorine out of it we got to run out the water. It's been running for 3 hours already, so I can't imagine there's a whole lot in there, but we're going to use it to water the septic mound, and hopefully some of this grass will finally grow, which means I can take a sprinkler and get a sprinkler up here and actually get the grass on the mound to grow the way it's supposed to, instead of it just being a mishmash of stuff. So that's the plan as of right now. But this is way better than it just going to waste. So yeah, it's got great flow. Really great flow. See if I can back this up. Hang on. You guys see more of what I see now. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next couple hours. I'm going to water the septic mound, play a little bit with the water that we got now. The specs. So the well itself is 120 feet deep. So very deep. And we are in about 40 feet of water in that pipe. So about 80 feet down, they hit water, and then they went back, or excuse me, they kept going until they got down 40 feet past. So now that they are 40 feet past, we are good to go to use this guy. I think that's honestly the best part. And that means that if for some reason we have water troubles, we can put the pump down a little bit further, which is good. Ending specs, he said you're getting at least 20 gallons a minute, which is just fine. The minimum to really have a good flow rate in your house is 15. So we're 5 gallons a minute above that. That's kind of exciting. And so now we're just in the process of using that water and then eventually getting it into the house. So they'll trench that in for us very shortly here. But it is kind of nice to play fireman a little bit. The wind is kind of whipping the water around here too. Well, if you enjoyed the well drill and you like to see more here at Sterling Shire Homestead, give us a like and a subscribe. This is just a single video in our full house building series here that we got going. That's my wife and I's personal house that we are building, and her and I are taking on the role of general contractor. If you have questions for us, feel free to ask in the comments. I normally don't get a lot of comments because my followers, I only got 80 of you guys. Thank you for following though. I really appreciate that you're here. And if you really like what we do, please consider buying something from our merchandise store. That is in the description. Anyway, I'm going to keep watering this septic mound. Hopefully the grass will keep growing on this. And then I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, everybody. All right, one last thing I wanted to show you. Bonus content for well footage if you're watching that channel or that video. Oh, a little white spider on there. This is the thing that they installed, and 6-inch casing, and then it runs down 120 feet. They, like I said, they hit water at about 75. So we've got 40 feet of water in the well, and that test pump is only down there in about 20 feet of water. So lots of water to use, plenty of gallons per minute. We used it all afternoon on a hose and it didn't run out. The flow was as good as it could ever be. Totally worth having those guys out here. They did an absolutely awesome job. If you guys are in the north central Wisconsin area, Wells by Welsh, they did a great job installing the well. Really responsive. The guys out on the crew did a great job. Now we got to see what their hookup crew does when they eventually take this line now and go into the basement. They're going to do that for us in the next couple days. So watch for that video. All right, peace out, everybody.